Hi, I'm Nick Appleyard, CEO and President of TriStar Gold. We have the Castello de Sonhos project, and we are an advanced gold development story with a multi-million ounce deposit in the great jurisdiction of Brazil. So without further ado, I will take you through the presentation here. So we believe this will be Brazil's next major gold mine. We have 1.4 million ounces in reserves. And the big deal right now is we are very, very close to getting our permit. We've been working on it for over a year. And we believe in Q1 2014, we will receive the LP permit, which will make us one of very, very few permitted multi-million ounce gold deposits in the world, let alone in such a great jurisdiction where we have all of this community support. So the project, what is it? Castello de Sonhos. We have a pre-feasibility study complete. You can see we have over 1.3 million ounces of gold production projected over an 11-year life from the current reserves. You know, this is using a base case of only 1550 gold. If we obviously look to today at over 2000, would be much higher. We have a post-tax rate of return of 28% and a post-tax NPV of well over $300 million. Initial capital was 260. There's always lots of questions on this and what's happened with escalation as a global event. And what we see is that, yes, will probably be over $300 million now. The change in gold price has way more than compensated for that. So we will be looking at stronger economics than we see now in this project. You can see on the right-hand side there at $2,000 gold. We were looking at 800 million MPV. Yeah, maybe that's only 700 million today, but it's massive. It is worth noting that power costs have come down, which is one of our biggest costs on site as well. So it's not all escalation. So the team and the finances, we have an outstanding board of directors for for a junior developer, advanced developer like ourselves. People who are worth pointing out. People like Mark Isto, Eric Zaunschau. Mark was until very recently the COO of Royal Gold. Eric was until recently the head gold analyst at Canaccord. Between those two gentlemen, they probably got to see every single gold project out there and every single gold management team out there. And this is the only company they decided to join the board of. On top of that, we have Carlos Vidania, mining lawyer, senior mining partner of probably one of the biggest law firms in Brazil, and Jessica Van den Akker as a CFO and an auditor who is our chair of our audit committee, taking very strong control of our money. The other people to point out, our CFO, Scott, very, very experienced, but I do want to highlight a little bit more our COO, Marcus Brewster. Marcus worked for Goldfields in West Africa for a long time. He was head of resources and reserves at Tarkwa for them, and then become general manager of Damang. Both of those deposits are geologically analogous to this one. That's Castello de Sonhos, very similar. So he has that perfect operational experience to run and help us develop an asset like Castello de Sonhos. On top of that, he speaks fluent Portuguese, so we couldn't have found a better person. I mean, it was just fantastic. On the finance side, we have around $4 million in the bank right now, so we are well financed through to get this permit, unlock the value we're going to come with that, and get us to that decision point of what comes next. It is worth mentioning some of the very strong shareholder support we've had over recent years. Oramet have done due diligence on us and invested, and are now our largest shareholder. Gold 2000 out of Zurich are our second largest shareholder. US Global out of Texas, third biggest. Royal Gold also did full due diligence on us and bought a royalty from us a couple of years ago. So as a third-party validation, both Oramet and Royal Gold due diligenced us and moved forward with investments. So it's a very good validation that the asset is real and this is moving forward towards production. So where are we right now? We have obviously the Royal Gold investment got us to the pre-feasibility study. That was liked by Oramet. They invested, got us through to the EIA. We've now gone through the EIA permitting process. We had the last major milestone in November of this year, just about a month ago now. And we anticipate receiving that LP in Q1. What is worth noting that through this process, there's a lot of community engagement. There's a massive town hall meeting where we had 600 people present, and the community support is outstanding for this project, and the state government support is also outstanding. But the big question is what happens next? We get the permit, we have a multi-million ounce gold permitted deposit, then we need to move forward. That's going to mean either a transaction or we do it ourselves alone. Current preference is for a transaction of some form, which will bring liquidity to shareholders at hopefully a premium to where we are now, with an unlocked value and a de-risked project. So as a final summary here, Castello de Sonhos in English is the Castle of Dreams. Large project in a great jurisdiction, and not just a great jurisdiction, great location in that jurisdiction where it is away from any indigenous, away from any national parks and reserves. It's in a developed area in farming country. We have a deposit we understand very well. There are analogous deposits around the world, and we have an expert COO on that type of deposit. We're advancing the construction. We have great investment from great investors, really simple project. And then the story is there's upside. It's going to move forward. What's going to happen this year? Most likely is a transaction. A partner will come in or an acquirer will come in, making this an excellent time to step in and make an investment in TriStar.